of all, I would like to thank you and congratulate the organizers of the forum. I think they've done a great job because both yesterday and today was a success. And thank you for your invitation for Istanbul. Istanbul was chosen as the European Capital of Culture by the European Commission 2 years ago. 2 years ago we were the cultural capital. I will try to show you here how we use this title in terms of cultural development and also for city marketing, and what was the results briefly. We have received the title by November 2006. Actually, it was a bottom-up approach for all the application process because the civil society has initiated all the preparations. It was not the government in the beginning who has started all these preparation works. And after we received the title in 2006, the Turkish Parliament has enacted a special law for the foundation of a special agency for Istanbul 2010, and they have secured all the financial resources we may need. And we had 3 strategic areas in our program. One is urban projects and cultural heritage, sustainable conservation of our cultural heritage, and of course cultural and artistic events. And the final one is the international promotion of the city and marketing to develop cultural tourism. Istanbul 2010 was a great tool for us for the sustainable conservation of the heritage. I just put here a couple of example projects. For example, we have supported excavation of a new area in the middle of the city, and with this new excavation we have learned that Istanbul is actually 8,000 years old. We knew that it was 2,500 years old, but now with this excavation we have newly found a new city and a port. And then we have organized an international competition for the design of this area. It's about to start the implementations after the competition. And we have supported all the conservation works of UNESCO World Heritage Sites, not only in Istanbul but also all around Turkey. We did huge renovation works in Ayasofya Museum. And the Topkapı Palace, or administrative center of Ottoman Empire, we had both restoration projects and so many international exhibitions during the year. I give 2 big examples which are very well known, but we also would like to promote and rehabilitate and conserve the less known heritage of the city, which is basically belongs to especially to minorities of the city. Armenian society in Istanbul had applied for the restoration of one of their unused churches as a cultural center, so we did it. Jewish society asked for restoration of a synagogue, and also with Greek society and Armenian society again we had some exhibitions about the urbanization and architecture of Istanbul. Istanbul has a population of 15 million and we have a young population, so involving young people in our program was our second target. So we did a lot with and for young people. For example, one of them was the Theatre Festival of European Universities. From 16 different countries, 51 universities, theatre groups has participated. Culture Ends Walking Towards 2010 was a secondary school students project, and especially this one received Europa Nostra Prize. International ballet competition for young ballets, of course. This was a new product we have created for the city, and after that, after 2010, every two years it's going on. So in such a big event, it's very important if you can just start up a new product for the city. Because this is the main legacy after this big event itself, and international ballet competition. We are very proud that we started it, so it's still going on. Of course, the main thing for being a European capital of culture is develop intercultural dialogue between different countries. Although it's a European Union project, since we don't position Istanbul only as a European city, it's more than this, it's a world city. We developed cultural relations not only with EU cities, but also with the Black Sea cities and Middle East cities also, and even we created some new relations and ties with some Asian cities. For example, Tokyo Ballet has visited the city, and so many different countries participated in International Istanbul Puppet Festival. And Arvo Pärt, a world-famous Estonian composer, had created a new symphony, Adam's Lemon, and the world premiere. He did it for Istanbul, and the world premiere was in Aya Irini. It was, for example, a joint project with another European capital of culture. It is Tallinn 2011. Again, another new product we have managed to create within the program, Istanbul International Opera Festival, and it is still going on. This year we had the third edition. Golden Roots, again, the Turkish artists visited all these countries in the footsteps of famous Turkish historians and the seamen. Cooperation between European capitals of culture is a very good experience. Always ECOC, we say European Capital of Culture as a short form. ECOC cities, cultural capital cities, always does this. And this can also create really sustainable relations between the cities. So we worked a lot with past, present, and future ECOCs. Another cooperation and a joint project between Istanbul, Rouge, and Athens was a theater show, Prometiada. It was a joint, it was a co-production actually. Again, all these famous artists came to Istanbul, and they live and work and they produce art together with young Turkish artists. Europe on Water, we had 2 different big stages in open air in Istanbul, and all these countries has participated. As you see, it's not only EU countries. It was our stages were always open. Our cooperation was always open also to other countries. And of course, with this title, with the help of this title, we have organized lots of international meetings and congresses during 2010. And another target that we have managed to reach was creating new venues for arts and culture. For example, we have supported the creation of a new museum for the islands of Istanbul. And for the population exchange between Greece and Turkey, we have created a new museum. Of course, they are still alive and going on. We made the start. Kadırga Art Production Center, we have created an art center where you can have exhibitions, especially for young artists, where they can produce art and exhibit art. This center was later on, after 2010, it has been converted into a photography museum. Now it's a photography museum. An art port, it was in the port area, an unused depot, let's say. It was again used as a Kunsthalle, and now it was given to University of Fine Arts, and it will be one of the museums in Istanbul for modern art. And since Istanbul is a huge city, from east to west it's almost 150 kilometers, and with 15 million people, it's not easy always to reach out, especially the periphery, the fringe. And of course the cultural infrastructure is basically in the very center, but we also did a lot to reach out the fringe area of the city, because it was not possible to bring all people in the very center. just a few examples. On the way to 2010, it was concerts in parts of the faraway districts of the city which are not usually associated with artistic activities. An appointment with the city, encounters with the museum, was a project especially for women and children from the peripheral districts of Istanbul. We were bringing them into city museums and having visits and workshops in the museums, and we were trying to create the habit of visiting museums and to support and to enhance the citizen identity. Portable art, again, we were carrying contemporary art to faraway districts, and in 3 years' time, we had managed to reach 39 districts with our exhibitions. It's the map of Istanbul. And of course, we had a volunteer program. We had 6,000 volunteers worked with us between ages of 18 to 70. They worked with us. They were very helpful, both for residents and visitors. Of course, Istanbul 2010 didn't do only new things, but we have also supported the already existing cultural creative potential. International Istanbul festivals are quite famous in their own arena, so we had supported them, and the private museums were also planning to have some exhibitions. We have also supported them during the year. And for tourism, increase the cultural tourism towards the city and for international promotion, of course we did a lot. We have been participated in big important international fairs. And not only the fairs, but also important events like biennales, in expos. I'll just give some examples. As you see, we did the promotion not only in Europe, but even in the States and in Japan. And of course, we had a huge international advertisement campaign with outdoors, printed media and digital media. And our slogan was the most inspiring city in the world. This was our main advertisements. And what we have learned at the end, as a resume, Istanbul has the highest budget among all other European Capital of Culture programs. It was 288 million euro, our budget, and it was all given by the central government, or I should say 95% was given by the central government. EU contribution is only less than 1% actually. And we had more than 600 projects in 3 years' time, and almost 10,000 activities under these projects, and reached out 9 million of audience. And you can see how many concerts, exhibitions, workshop, festivals, and so on we did. It was a huge and busy program. Of course, it was a joint effort. The most important thing is that we have managed to create an understanding of working together. For the first time in Turkey, 4 different backgrounds of people have worked in the same building for the same project. People from central government, like me, and people from local government, people from private sector, and people from NGOs came together, and we worked in the same organization, and it was a first in Turkey. And also the residents, NGOs, different local government projects, civil initiatives had created projects, so you can see the ratios, who did what. And what we have learned from participants, 77% thinks that program helped the improvement of cross-cultural relations between Turkey and other countries. And 53 of them stated that their view of European culture changed positively. 62% think that they will participate in cultural activities more frequently after 2010. And 70 of them said that they were satisfied with the activities. These were the participants who participated at least one project, one of the events. And when it comes to residents of Istanbul, 80% stated that they want to revisit the places which have been conserved and restored after Istanbul 2010. And they say that 70% believes that there will be long-term positive impacts of Istanbul 2010. And in the year itself, in the year of 2010, we couldn't manage to increase the number of international arrivals actually. We were also very surprised and a little bit shocked. But all the investment we have made in terms of the development and in terms of promotion, we benefited a lot after 2010, because in 2011 we had an increase of 16%, and this year until so far we had an increase of 18%. So last year we had just finished with 8 million international arrivals. This is only the international number. And this year I think we will just be trying to catch 10 million international arrivals. But in 2010 we have managed to increase the overnight stay by 12%. So people visiting Istanbul now staying longer. And also all around the world, almost 6,000 articles were published about Istanbul only in the year of 2010. So of course we had a very memorable year for the city, although we felt extremely tired after 2010. But we have learned that culture is not only culture. We have learned that culture is more than this, and you can really make use of it for so many different things, to develop relations between the countries, to develop a city, a region, and for people who are living there and who are visiting there. Of course, we are very ready to share our experience, whoever wants to cooperate for such a program.
Thank you very much.